Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanios here. Welcome to episode number 40 of this NHL 22 Quebec Nordiques Relocation franchise mode where we've moved Arizona up north to Quebec City. If you guys have missed episodes up to this point, head up into that top corner to make sure to catch up. And if you do enjoy this one, show your support by dropping a like, subscribing, and hitting notifications to never miss when I upload. So today we get into the 2033 Stanley Cup playoffs. And, well, last episode was titled Untapped Potential because, really, we had a crazy good goal scorer here in Oldrich. Taticek, 55 goals and 34 assists for 89 points in just 81 games is one of the best performances this team has seen in a long time. We really haven't gotten the scoring that I was hoping for, but we did win a President's Trophy last year, so I can't really complain about this lineup. It's more so just a matter of trying to move some big contracts here in the upcoming offseason so that we can re-sign players like Oldrich, Taticek, and there's a couple others that are expiring as well. So that's where we're at. I believe Uriel Weiman is another one of those guys. Yes, he is. So we're going to have it in a little tough here, but looking at the team and the performances and everything we've seen in the past, I mean, Djordjevic won 15 out of what should have been 16 last postseason, where we did give up the cup to Seattle, but we're looking to make a repeat run today, and let's get into some comments here. So, starting things off, Duke Storm said, if somehow in a draft in the next few years there's a franchise potential player, maybe trade Bedard for them since Bedard is extremely underperforming, and if the franchise player could be anywhere near as good as a player as Oldrich Taticek, then that is a W. So, I would agree that, you know, if we could get another franchise kind of player on this team, that would really make a big difference. I don't think any of these guys in here are really quite going to be that good, but you never know. We'll see what happens. But, I mean, this Layman guy, we will very likely be trying to trade up for because he looks like a really solid, you know, kind of top six center. And Bedard is 27 years old already. So, apart from that, you know, there's not too much really going on with the draft yet this episode, but that is a good idea to keep in mind. Xander Valsamus said, I love how you sound like you could be so much more energetic, yet you don't. It's a nice feeling. So yes, you know, I do try to be, you know, I still try to have some energy in my videos, but it's not like, oh, I'm going to be talking like this the whole time. Like, no, that's just not how I function. That's not how I work when I'm playing NHL for hours on end. So apart from that one, Sebastian Letourneau said, everybody knows the building would be packed, lol. And yes, I believe it would, especially if we win a President's Trophy and then we're going into the playoffs. And I believe that was it for, you know, kind of highlighted comments here. So let's get into this. We're taking on the Philadelphia Flyers in round one, and it should be a pretty interesting series. Philadelphia has got a fantastic player on their team here in Igor Valentenko. He's a really solid looking sniping center, and we're going to have to shut him down because apart from that, you know, Stützle and Kravtsov just look insane as a top line. Yes, their lineup isn't quite as deep as ours, but, you know, it could go sideways on us if we're not careful. So that's what we're going to be getting into here, and let's start advancing game by game and see how the team performs. So round one against Philly, I mean, we do have Tucson playing against San Jose, so maybe Tucson could get another AHL championship, but let's see. So game one for both teams here. We start off and we lose Holden Bancks to a sore knee until May 1st, and we lose Wilson Dietz to an injured hamstring. So off to a rocky start for both teams, but we see a win for each club, so that's good. All right, game two for the NHL, we win 5-3 again. Christian Tamarnes is going off. Connor Bedard was leading us there, but not bad at all here. So game two for the AHL, and it's going to be another win. Perfect. All right, let's see how game three in the NHL goes against Philly. And we lose 5-4 on away ice at the Wells Fargo Center. So that is a bit of a knock for us. I was hoping we could maybe sweep Philly, but we do lose to San Jose there with Tucson as well. So game number 5 now, game number 4 in the NHL against Philly, and it's going to be a 4-1 win. So we could eliminate them in 5. That is possible, but let's see if you know, this 2-1 series can get wrapped up here pretty quick by Tucson. So game 4, and they do close out the series. Lars Enroth scores 5 points. I didn't even show you guys, but Lars Enroth scored 108 points and led the entire league in scoring. So that's pretty impressive. You know, we got a guy like Ted Regier there as well. Same with Ned Patterson. You know, there's a lot of really good players in here. Harvey Biggs, like, had 65 points as an AHL defender. So that's, again, really impressive. Sean Atkinson has looked good. Walensky's getting up there too. So there are options for sure down in the system. But again, it wasn't even close. The 55-53 season there from Enroth was just something else, and he's really turned into an AHL performer. So just wanted to show you guys that before we really hop into the next series here. But, you know, we haven't quite finished off Philadelphia yet. We could right here in Game 5. That would be nice. But first period, it's a 3-1 game, looking solid. Goals from 3 different players there on Quebec is what we like to see. We outshoot them 20-7. We are on pace for 60 shots this game. All right. Second period, make it a 4-1 game as we get another 15 shots in that period, and Matt Silvergard scores. So for the final period, we eliminate Philadelphia 6-1 in just 5 games, and we do get 47 shots on net. Bedard and Fast getting goals there. And our top performer on Quebec was Thoresen with 3 assists. What a night for him. They do give Winquist first star of the game, though I guess he probably got the game winner, so that would make sense. All right, so we knock out Philly in 5. No upset there. That's good to see. Looks like Buffalo might have made an upset against Columbus, and I don't know who else is really, like, who is right behind us in league standings. I mean, Tampa Bay had 102 points, but Chicago, Minnesota, yeah, Columbus was one of those top teams, so they get knocked out. Chicago, Minnesota, Tampa are kind of the other in the top 5. So Chicago's through, Minnesota's out in a clean sweep. Wow, and Tampa is struggling with Toronto right now. All right, good to see. Looks like it's going to be a very interesting playoff run here, but let's see how our team's kind of looking heading into the next round. And honestly, I'm very happy with how this team's performed. Like, Patterson looks great. So many guys are really looking like they're, you know, just accepting the pressure and responsibility of playing for these teams, and it looks good. So, all right, let's keep on trucking on here with the simulation. And all right, the AHL round 2 playoffs start against Henderson. And, well, we'll see how Henderson does again, or how Tucson does against Henderson, because the Silver Knights are a good team. So there you go. Tampa is out. We will be playing the Toronto Maple Leafs in round 2. Good to see. All right. So here's the Tampa team that just got eliminated. Again, Grayson Ortiz, very good player, as well as Shane Wright. You know, we know what these guys can do. We drafted both of them within the span of 2 years. And they just, again, could not get it done. They weren't quite enough for their team, unfortunately. Same thing with Safronov and Chychrun. Again, ex-players of ours, and they just did not quite get it done. So, it probably doesn't help that Vasilevsky was out with injury, because, yeah, Leahy isn't really much better. But, why are we on special teams? All right. Let's take a look at Toronto, then. Toronto, yeah, it kind of makes sense that they beat them. This Maxwell Barker guy has developed extremely nicely for the Maple Leafs. And apart from that, Eriksson Ek's good. I don't know if we traded, no, that was Minnesota franchise mode that we traded him down there, but Rasmus Sandin looks amazing at 33. Apart from that, you know, just a really solid defensive core there, and then Bykov could definitely be stealing games here if we're not careful and, you know, decisive with scoring. So, our team hasn't really struggled with that in the past. Lars Lander leads us with 8 points in 5 games throughout the playoffs so far, but let's see how this next kind of Canadian rivalry matchup here goes, because these are the only, Vancouver's also there, but these are the only other 2 Canadian teams left in the East. All right, so as we advance a bit further here into this Toronto series now, we're going to see Benjamin Rizzi come back for Tucson, which is a really good sign. Rizzi is one of those prospects that is developing on a good pace to actually make the league at some point here. He put up 62 and 82 this last season, which is, again, really good numbers. And that does make a difference there as Henderson falls 3-2 to Tucson there, which is what we like to see. But heading into Game 1 against Toronto here, at the Videotron Center, of course, we've got home ice advantage. We won the President's Trophy, but Game 1 against Toronto is a 1-0 win. Not a lot of points to share around there in that game, but that's okay. Game 3 and Game 2 for our respective teams goes as follows, but we do get Holden Bancks back, so that will likely help out with our team chemistry a bit too. So we'll toss Bancks back in there, and we lose 5-3. That kind of sucks, but We see an OT win for the Roadrunners, which is good. And hopefully we can kind of bounce back from that kind of abysmal loss. So game number 3 and 4 here for our NHL and AHL teams. And we're going to beat Toronto 5-2 at the Scotiabank Arena. That's what we like to see. But it is a 2-2 series down in the AHL, which is a little bit shaky. So game 4 and 5 for the respective teams. And we're going to see a 7-2 NHL win for the Nordiques and a 7-1 AHL win for the Roadrunners. Solomon Peverley is putting up an absolute show here. 14 points in just 9 games played. He is playing amazingly well. But how about guys like Chase Reed, who is a point per game, or Elliot Goalie? Like, not exactly players you would expect, but it's working, I guess. So props to them. You can't really complain about that. And Atkinson has won 6 out of 9 games. So it's looking really good. We can eliminate both teams here in these upcoming games, and hopefully we do. So, well, let's see. Can the Roadrunners eliminate the Henderson Silver Knights in just 6? And they cannot. So that's kind of rough. But in the NHL, we can eliminate Toronto in 5 games here as well. First period, 1-1 game. Makar and Madden get goals for their respective teams. We outshoot them almost 2-1. Second period, we're down 2-1. That is rough. All right, but heading into the third, there's still time left, especially as Cali Fast gets a quick early opener here to tie this game up in the third, and then Rickard Thoresen shows up and pots a goal like he is paid to do. And yeah, we're just heavily out shooting Toronto right now. I would not be surprised if we get another goal in this game, but power play there, Quebec. Again, like I just said, Fast gets it done on the power play, and I'm not surprised at all. We knock out Toronto in 5 and make light work yet again of another Eastern Conference team. So looking back over at Tucson here, and we are going to advance a little bit further, and hopefully, Solomon Peverley can keep this team afloat. Starting off 0-0 game, we're getting outshot heavily. Second period, 1-0 game. And, well, can Tucson bounce back and tie this game up? They're getting lots of shots, but power play for the Roadrunners. Come on, Tucson, you got to pot those. Another power play. Oh my goodness, you just are missing your chances. That's rough. There we go. Lars Enroth finally gets one. Oh, and Victor Olofsson immediately after. Oh, that's just rough. Tucson, unfortunately, is looking like they're going to be eliminated. 5-on-3, you have to score. Oh my god. How does this team not score when it is a 5-on-3 to end the game? That is insane defense. I can't believe they actually just survived that. But Henderson will move on. Oh, that's rough. Oh, that is a rough time for our team because Tucson was just fantastic. They crushed the league, won 62 games, and they're out in the second round, which stunts players' development, unfortunately. But that sucks. But Vancouver and Colorado move on, and right now it's looking like Buffalo is going to beat the Rangers. So, unfortunately, our AHL team's out, but yes, Buffalo does beat the Rangers. So we have our conference final matchups determined here. And let's take a look at these 3 remaining teams. So, first things first, the Buffalo Sabres are going to be the team we're playing against. Samu Coltonen has replaced Jack Eichel as the number 1 center on this team. He is 28 years old now, but again, just played like an incredible player. He did drop down to an elite over franchise, but that's okay because, he's still a really good player. And looking at the defense on this team, and Dahlin is without a doubt their best defenseman. Apart from that, Noah Joseph's okay, and they're not really injured. They're just short rostered, to be completely honest. So that's the one team remaining. This is the Colorado team remaining. Mitch Marner goes to Colorado, as well as, Lucas Powell. We knew he was there. He's playing fantastic. He's gotten better since he left the Nordiques. He put up 87 and 74 in 2 seasons for the Avalanche. And yeah, Lucas Powell was a steal of a trade pickup for the Avalanche. But, we did have to trade him away. But Sheldon Oshie also looking like a real nice defenseman here. Not as good as Byram or Girard, obviously, but Yeah, okay, they got a bit of a small defense here, to be honest. 3 guys under 5'11". That's not really what you want in the playoffs, in my opinion, and their goaltending could be better as well. So, looking at the Canucks team that's left here, because they are the only other one. And, alright, Kavanaugh is a good player for 23 years old. Pedersen at 34 is still killing it. Same with Horvat, and Alex Nylander up to an 86. All right, this is a really nice looking team here in Vancouver. McQuaid as well looks like just surprisingly good for his ability and age and everything. Their defense is questionable at best, and same with their goaltending, but I don't know how, but teams in the playoffs just make it through so easily every now and then that, yeah, I don't entirely understand that. Okay. So, guys, I'm going to put it on screen right now, but since our team, started competing as the Nordiques over the Coyotes, we have seen the Buffalo Sabres a total of 5 times, I believe. Unless I'm miscounting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be the 6th contest, playoff matchup we play against the Sabres over the last, 11, 12 years or so. And we are 3-2 heading into this matchup. We've beat Buffalo 3 times, they beat us twice. One time they beat us in round 3, so we have beat them once in round 3 as well. So, interesting kind of dynamic here as to how this series could go. Apart from that, we also saw Toronto so many times here in the second round over anything else, and we only lost once to them. But we've gone 3-1 against the Maple Leafs. The Maple Leafs must just hate the Nordiques at this point. But that is kind of our playoff bracket that we're looking at right now. It's an interesting team, interesting group of history that we're playing with and dealing with here on these, or with the Quebec Nordiques. But, overall, it's a pretty good spot to be. All right, so let's head into this. Tucson is eliminated, but we could still potentially try to get a cup. So, Game 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs, Eastern Conference Finals for 2033. First game, we lose Christian Tamarez to a sore knee, and I probably should do my scouting, to be honest. All right, so Game 1, we win 3-2 in overtime. That is a huge win, and Colorado beats Vancouver in Game 1. So, heading into Game 2, it's going to be a 6-5 loss as Buffalo bounces back and puts 6 pucks past our goalies. That's not spectacular, but that is how it goes sometimes. So, heading into the KeyBank Center for Game 3 and 4. Game 3 against Buffalo is a 3-1 loss yet again. Ouch. 2 in a row, not what we wanted, but really our team isn't producing all that well in the playoffs here. We are seeing Lars Lander as our best playoff performer, along with Bedard, and then after that it kind of drops off. Taticek hasn't been great. Lots of guys just, haven't really gotten it done the way I was expecting them to. So, with that in mind, we are going to shuffle the lines here a bit. And I think what we're going to do is, I was going to put Tamarez in, but Lander's just playing so well right now that I think I have to toss him up here. Apart from that, I want to get a bit of a bigger lineup going here as well. I think we're going to put Harry Holt at center, move Silvegaard over. I'm going to play it like this for now. Thoresen's been all right. He's got 10 points. And we're going to give Taticek a player to pass to with Thoresen there. So, Lander can pass well. We know that. He's playing with Silvegaard and Bedard, so we'll see if that line can be effective. I think it actually does make sense to move Bedard over as well and play Lander at center here. So that's the new lineup we're going with. I know it's a bit shuffled, but we got to get things done here. We can't have losses coming as consistently as back-to-back in the playoffs, and they have. So against Buffalo in game number 4 now, looks like Colorado's having a real easy time with Vancouver this year, so that's unfortunate. But game number 4 against the Sabres, we win 4-2. Huge performance. Lander is still a point per game in the playoffs. I don't think he actually got a point in that game. So game 5 against the Sabres is going to be a 7-0 win. Wow. That is dominance. So, we head into Game 6, potentially going to eliminate the Sabres. 2-2 game to start off. Taticek and Winquist get goals for us. Kultanen and Larmore get goals for the Sabres. Second period, 3-3 game. Kultanen and Winquist yet again, both striking for their respective teams. And as we head into the third, let's see how this game shapes up. Power play Quebec does not convert. Another power play for the Nordiques. Again, doesn't convert. Oh my goodness, that's terrible percentage. So, all right, very even game. Buffalo power play doesn't convert either. Wow, no power plays convert in this series. We head to overtime in like the most even game I think I've ever seen. 25 apiece on shots, 3-3 score. I want to jump in because, I think I could win this in overtime for our team, but at the same time, it's on Superstar. So, we'll see what happens. We have the better roster, but again, Superstar, you guys know what happens every now and then. And let's see what we can do. So OT, game number 6 at the KeyBank Center. Sabres and Nordiques. We are underway, and Lander's going to win the draw. So starting things off, Lander's going to walk in and fire. What a shot. Good chance, but a better save. And we are going to get the pressure going here. Larmore cutting in. Oh god, Kunin walks in. Great chance, and Legault picks it off. Now looking in front, Larmore, I don't know what he's doing there. It's an interesting play by Larmore. Now Dahlin gets absolutely decked. Whew. That was a hard hit. Kultanen leads the playoffs in goals. He's been one of the best scorers in this postseason, but let's see how it goes. So, Lander against, I guess that would be Kultanen. And Bedard, takes Marino out of the play, and Kunin scores. And that's just how it goes. Like, that's just... Can't really say anything about that. You guys know how Superstar is. So, yeah, we lose game 5? No, that was game 6. Sorry. In OT. Didn't take very long at all either. That's just too bad. So, this series will go to 7 games here, as we haven't been getting very great scoring in this postseason, to be honest. Nobody's been consistent. And Colorado sweeps Vancouver. So, as we head into Game 7, again, it's Game 7. We could very easily get eliminated here by Buffalo. But, first period, 2-1 Quebec lead. Goals from our bottom liners, which we like to see, but Jack Eichel gets one back with 6 seconds left. That is rough for us. All right, second period, 3-2 Buffalo lead. Oh, no. All right, so the Sabres really take it to us, and we might get eliminated here. All right, so here we go. Game 7, third period. At the Videotron Center, let's see if the Nordiques can bounce back here or if Buffalo will finish them off in this series. Now Bancks picks it off. Holden Bancks walking in. Bancks walks in and shoots. Great chance. Oh, and we're getting a hooking penalty on that play. Gotta be kidding me. So Ethan Winquist takes a hooking penalty. That is a rough one to concede in the offensive end, but we just got to kill this off, right? So Thoresen taking the face-off out of all our players, but it works. Won't complain about that one. Now Bodie almost finds Thoresen. Now pass over to Eichel. He gets played by Bodie. Bodie just about makes the play there. Now Bolduc walking in on Bouwmeester. Bolduc is picked off there. And good chance in front. Oh my goodness. Good stick lift by Weiman there. Uriel Weiman looking for a play. Okay, come on. You can't just body like that, like consistently. That was a penalty? You're kidding me, right? No? Oh, what? I think I saw the mascot's arm go up and I thought it was the ref for some reason, so I kind of stopped playing. So Jack Eichel scores, and that's just how Superstar works. You like lose concentration for 1 second, and it's immediately a goal. So 4-2, we got 10 minutes left, and we very well might be eliminated here yet again. All right, we're pulling the goalie with 3 minutes left. I do not care. We need to finish. We need to put a puck in the net. So 6-on-5, here we go. Taticek wins it back. Weimer through traffic, hits a guy, and Buffalo just picks off the puck. Taticek right in front. There we go, Connor Bedard. Could see him sliding in off the back post there, and Taticek has the skill to make the pass, but I was worried that we weren't going to make that happen. So Connor Bedard gets one here at a clutch time, and just a very good finish there. I feel like he almost didn't even finish that one, but we'll keep this going here. We'll try to get Bedard back out here. We got 2.5 minutes left, and we do win the face-off there. So Makar walking in, cuts back over to Weimer, into Fast. Calais Fast, good chance there. Oh, defense, boys, come on. All right, so here goes Makar. Makar coming in with a lot of speed, gets around the outside, cuts back, keeps the puck. He's getting absolutely jostled. Now he fires through traffic. Great chance. Hits a leg, though. And we got no forward pressure. Where's the forward pressure? Come on, like, attack, guys. You have to go at these guys, otherwise it's over. How? What did I just watch? I had the puck on my stick, and somehow I tripped the guy. Oh, these game mechanics are so broken. Yeah, I would be slamming my bottle too. I don't even blame Gabriel Weimer for that. That was a dirt cheap call. Alright, well that was one of the most garbage Game 7 series I've ever watched. But yeah, we just could not get past a Buffalo Sabres team that was kind of not that good. So, yet again, the Nordiques fall short in a game that really should not have even been close. We completely outshot them, outchanced them, and the refs essentially just rigged that game. So I'm not even going to watch Jack Eichel shake the commissioner's hand here, because really, he doesn't deserve to be moving on to the next round, but that's how it is sometimes, you know. It would actually make sense to turn injuries up in the playoffs just based on how hard everybody plays, but, you know, maybe we do that in future years, because the amount of times we hit guys like Larmour and Coltonen and just crushed them would have sent a message as far as, hey, you're not winning this game. Like, look at the team we just lost to. Like, I'm sorry, but look at the team we just lost to. Oh, boy. That's pretty pathetic. Like, our forwards should be skating through that defense every single time. And unfortunately, that's not the case. So, now it falls down to a battle between Buffalo and Colorado for the Stanley Cup. Colorado's got... I don't actually know if Colorado's got any in this franchise mode or not, but they do not. So, I mean, yes, like, they've won previous historical cups, but neither of these teams have made it to the cup finals in pretty much this whole franchise mode. So that is that's an interesting one, but at the same time, gonna have a new winner of the Stanley Cup here for a team that like hasn't ever won it. So that's good to see. Buffalo earned it, I suppose, and they will be moving on, but I guess we'll advance a little further and pretty much wrap up the episode from there. But yeah, that is it. We missed Christian Tamarina's big time as far as this lineup goes. And yeah, he was 9 points in 11 games. Maybe we should have swapped Darnay for Djordjevic, but it's hard to tell what the right move is in scenarios like this, and I guess that wasn't it. So yeah, Doesn't look great for Buffalo, to be honest, I think. Oh, never mind, they win one. Okay. All right, Buffalo, we see ya. Okay, maybe the Sabres are it. The Sabres probably just won the cup, but we get a contract renewal here with the Nordiques, and yes, indeed, the Sabres get their first ever Stanley Cup. So, good for them. They knock us out in the conference finals and go on to win the cup. But, yeah, it's good to see. And of course, both teams we lose to go on to win the respective championships. So, could have been another double up here there, like in 2028, 29, but it wasn't meant to be this time. So the Sabres and the Knights win their respective leagues, and, you know, it's good to see new winners there, I guess. I actually don't know. Henderson's won before. Again, doesn't look like it either, but that is going to be it for this one. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to go down below, drop a like, subscribe, and hit notifications, and also make sure to leave comments to possibly get featured like those other guys. And that is going to be it for me. This is Etanios signing out, and until next time.